Here's the next question here. It's not worth many marks, but it's a little bit tricky, a little bit of thinking. Well, maybe not so hard. Let's see. It says consider this. You're given that this is true. And in fact, if you do FOIL on it, you'll get cos squared plus sine squared. That equals 1. And you'll have the inner and outer thing will give you minus 2 sine x cos x, which is really the sine of 2x. Okay, so if x is 15 degrees, then you should be able to go 1 minus the sine of 2 times 15 degrees. So it says evaluate this cosine of 15 minus sine 15 squared without a calculator. Okay, well here we go. It's really 1 minus the sine of 30 degrees. 2 times 15, double the angle. But the sine of 30 degrees is a half. And remember, you have to have your special triangle where you can look at the opposite and the hypotenuse. One is opposite 30 degrees. 2 is the hypotenuse of that special triangle. So you're going 1 minus a half. Well, that's a half. Well, there we go. We evaluated that. It's just a half. Then they said determine the maximum value of cos x minus sine x, but it's only a mark. I was thinking, if I take cos x and sine x and I put them on the same graph, cos x is blue, sine x is, well, there's a difference of 1, but maybe you can get more than that. And then I thought, I can't do it by looking at the graph. Maybe that's not such a smart idea. It was my first idea. Think about looking at the graph and the difference between them. But it's not about that. If you look at this side of the equation, sine 2x, think about what's the biggest or smallest sine 2x? Well, it goes in between. It has a range of 1 to minus 1. Now, what could make this the biggest? Well, if it was minus 1, you'd go 1 minus minus 1. The maximum you could get out of this is 2. So if I square root this, I'll get cosine 15 degrees, cosine x minus sine x. So it feels like the maximum would be the square root of 2. That kind of feels right to me. But maybe you've got another idea, but that feels like it's the right story.